channel. Farmer Dre back at it. Folks, we are in our second high tunnel here, and today we are planting tomatoes. So what you guys see behind me here is a little different system than what you guys are used to seeing here on my channel. Usually we have a landscaping fabric all the way across the tunnel, stapled to the baseboards there, all the way across. And that system works really good, really well. But I went over to one of my friends who is a commercial greenhouse tomato grower who grows a lot in high tunnels, and discussing back and forth with him a little bit. And he was like, Dre, tomatoes like to see a little bit of a raised bed, and he said you'll see the difference long term. And he was explaining to me of how the water drains away and stuff. Like, hey, I got a tunnel, I got a plant now, so why don't we go ahead and try it? So what we did here is by hand, and trust me, it's a lot more work than how I used to do it. You know, at the end of the day, I am a lazy farmer, so I like doing stuff as efficient and as labor efficient as possible. And coming in here by hand, rolling up the rows, hilling up the rows there, putting all the plastic mulch by hand wasn't fun. That's why we have a mulch layer out in the field, and we don't do with that. So that's why initially, when I first started growing tomatoes, that's why we chose the landscaping fabric, because it's so much easier to install and to go ahead and plant. But I was like, you know what, let me try something new this year. So we went ahead and hilled it all by hand, laid the plastic by hand, and strawed the entire tunnel. I am copying exactly what my friend does. And he was like, Dre, you're going to love it. The straw prevents weeds, and you don't lose any tomatoes whenever they do touch the ground or soil, because, of course, it's not making soil contact. So you say you're going to love that. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just go ahead and do it. So today we are planting tomatoes. The varieties I got going is Red Deuce and Carolina Gold. You guys know the staple here on the farm. And we are planting. These plants are looking awesome. The majority of these plants that I'm planting, I did use my Mennonite friend. He started all the tomato plants for me this year. And I have a video explaining why I did that. We just get super busy in the spring, late winter, early spring. But yeah, today, typical system: raised beds, plastic mulch, straw, and like always, I turn on the irrigation system before, make sure the beds are nice and wet. And let's go ahead and get to planting. Alrighty, folks, you guys know the drill. With the plastic here, I can't on the fabric. Everything's already pre-drilled and cut, but over here, I got the rod here. I'm gonna measure, make a small holder on my finger. As you guys know, the secret to planting tomatoes fast and easy is making the soil a nice muddy mess. So look at that. My fingers are nice and wet. Just go in here with these tomato plants, shove them all the way as far as you go. The deeper you go with these tomato plants, the better off they're gonna be. So variety I'm planting now is Red Deuce. Red Deuce is awesome, really good flavor. Our folks here at the farm store, farmers market, they all love the Red Deuce, and they're one of my favorites. Easy to grow, awesome yields, awesome flavor. So as you guys see here, it is going super easy, super nice, can't complain. Look at this. And these are all determinate tomato varieties, so it goes pretty quick. This planting deal makes it nice and easy. So if you guys didn't know this about tomatoes, the tomatoes have little hairs here on the trunk or the stem. And with tomatoes, the deeper you plant them, the more root system you're gonna have. So that's why with this, when I poke this hole, I go as deep as I can to bury that tomato stem and the root system, and I bring up the dirt. So look how much I'm burying it. It's, burying it 4 inches or so, and it just creates a healthier tomato plant long term. Like I mentioned, with this plastic, it's a little more work here, but we shall see how it goes. And with these raised beds, I believe we're gonna get a little more higher soil temperatures, so that's gonna be awesome. And yeah, I'm just excited about tomatoes this year. I'm gonna put a lot more effort into them this year than I have in years past to grow a nice, beautiful crop of tomatoes. Look at that. Absolutely fast, amazing there. Growing, growing, growing. Can't complain about that. So you can plant a ton of tomatoes in a hurry. If you got a system down, you know what you're doing, it goes real fast and real awesome. So yeah, exciting.